Hi, it's Gwendolen at Lifestyle Sew. Right, we're all ready now to do our drafting of our pattern. Okay, so I've cut the pattern out. Well, there's the sleeve. There's the yoke with a little cross on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will be cutting out 2 of the arms eventually on the next video. 2 of the arms. 2 of the fronts, both one side, one the other. So one will be reversed, and then the back will go on the fold. And that's what you need for that. So you'll need your material, you need elastic, a sewing machine, something to cut your pattern out with. You need a measuring. This is vitally important. Don't try and use other tape measures to actually measure yourself. Use this tape measure, Lutterloh's tape measure, to measure yourself. You're going to get a much better result. I know people, oh, this is it, it's all the same. They're not. They'll go out a little bit, and it won't be a good result, or it can not be a good result. So when we're starting off, and we want to make sure. I mean, I'm not starting off, but I wouldn't even attempt to use another tape measure. I know it would be a disaster. So now we need to measure ourselves. One other important thing is to get your waist measurement correct and the length correct to your waist. I'm very high-waisted, so we will see how this works. Right, okay, so I'm just going to do my waist first, go around on my tape measure, and fairly tight. Now, because I am going to be doing a bust adjustment, I am not going to be taking the full. Most people, you're going to take the measurements from your full bust around your bust, around here. I won't be doing that because I am going to be doing a full bust adjustment on this. And it means I'll take my measurement across my bust. And the reason why is because I've got small shoulders. So I just need to, if I was to take it around the bust, the shoulders would be far too big for me. So you take it fairly tight across here. There. Did you hear him? He started already. And that's about it. We've got our symbol sheet. Always keep it handy when you're doing that. So now we're ready to go. So we've got our tape, and this is Scotch tape, so it means that you put it down on the vellum and it peels back off again. It's okay. Might put another piece on it. There you go. So now that's there. I do have a cutting mat, so my little things do stick into it. So all I'm going to do is my bust measurement. So I'll have a look on here to find out what my bust is. And we have right in the centre of that little thing. Although that's holding, I never just, I'll hold this as well as I go along as well. So we'll start at the top, and on here it says 28.5. So we're going to go along there to 28.5 is in the middle, and we're going to put a dot. And all we're doing is now going along 23.5. 23.5 is here. Is that 20? Did I get the 28.5? That's 28.5 is there. Put a cross on that, and it's there. It's a little bit out. 26. Your measurements will be different because your measurements are here. When you take the ruler round, if you like, you're always going to, where the pin is, you're always going to mark that side of the ruler regardless of where it's at. You don't change sides. Some people have told me they change sides and nothing fits. That's why. It's so you don't change sides. So we did 26. Now we're doing 21. And you're just going to go all the way around. That's all you're going to do. Put a dot all the way around. So now we're on 17. Oops. This may be boring for people. And there you go, 31. 24. Well, I hope this turns out nice. So I'm going to pull this out. So that's drawn. Look here, this is straight. So that goes there. You really do have to, when you do the dots, it isn't just about connecting the dots, it's having a look at this pattern at the same. Now this bottom is not straight at all. It's got a curve to it. So this is where, I'm going to change rulers actually. That's curve. Okay, so that's that done. Now what it's not saying is where your waistline is. 11.5. 11. That's going to be about right. Okay, that's going to be about right. I just measured it up from that side, measured it up just from this side. That is nothing. Right, and now that's going to be in, the elastic's going to go into a casing. So I'm just going to take my tape measure. If I need to alter this line before we put the elastic in, I will know that when I try it on. So that elastic line at the moment is just a guideline, because we've got to add the yoke onto this, and that's going to drop this all the way down. Okay, so now we're just going to literally cut it out. Go all the way around and cut it out. Okay, I've also put the gathering line in on that one, as you can see. Okay, so now we're going to draw out the front. So I also need to put the pattern information. So this is the front. Supplement 299, pattern 65, and I will write that information on the back as also, and there we go. So, put it in the center. Exactly the same process that we had before. So 19, 18, 22, 32.5. Okay, so that's all that done. So we are going to be putting in some other things in a second. Let's put in, shush, shush, shush. Okay, shush. Oh, I know. Okay, so over here on this side, can you see on this side? I have to keep on checking. I haven't. So that dot to there is a straight line. Remember what I said? We have to look at the pattern to make sure we've got straight lines. Here and here is the straight line. So they're the easy ones. Here's the curved line. So the hem, and that one's quite a curved line actually, as compared to the front. Right, okay, and now we need to put in these. So this is the armhole. What do people sweat about this? There's no, you know, say it's gone off like that. It's not really. Just getting to that right measurement there to there. You just, you know, curve it through. Okay, so you'll get a nice sweeping mark. Don't worry about it. This is a slight curve here. I'll be able to get it all in there, not on that one. Let's have a look on this one. Perfect. It's a nice perfect one. Now together. Now this is my V. I don't want a straight line. It looks like this is a straight line, but actually I don't actually want a complete straight line on that V. It does not look flattering. So I'm just going to try and get it. And there you go. There's some sort of a curve. And there, oh, it looks like a straight line. It's not. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. And it'll also hug your chest down. So I just cut this out. Pretty straight. Make sure you actually follow this on this V. You get that nice curve. Okay, so there's the front and the back done. Voila, the facing. Find the facing. Okay. Keep on checking that I've got. It is the same marking as what you had on your bust. Everything's the same because we're only doing the upper body. It comes out here. Okay, so we have, and then it's going to come right like that, with that curve. So you need the material and you need a facing in this. And now I'm just going to pick this up, just going to stick that there for when I need to use it. For the, you're watching this in real time. Now none of this has seam allowances on it, so they all have to have seam allowances on it. Okay? Everything needs a seam allowance on it. Okay, trying to whiz through this so I can give you some more information. Okay, so that's a nice shape. Straight down to that corner. Next point at the bottom of the sleeve. One, just do the bottom now. Elastic. And that is all of your stuff done. Cut it out. There's a lot of fabric in this, isn't there? You can tell by that. So now, So we've got all our pieces that I've already cut out. Put all the information on the pieces. You put your V in on the arm. You've done a mock waist, because you won't know that properly until you do the fitting of this. You can judge it, but you know how to, all the symbols of the pattern that you will be using on this. You know how to draw it out.